G'day and welcome to this week's video. In the office recently we've spoken a fair bit about the changing retail environment. We see down our main streets there's a lot of empty shops. This is a small town that we live in, but there's a lot of empty shops and we know that retailers are doing it pretty tough. And then we see the announcement from Australia Post, and they've done a deal with up to 40 retailers, and what Australia Post is going to offer is a subscription service around $7 per month, that if you shop at any of these businesses online, you're going to receive free postage throughout the whole year for about $7 per month. So this might be a reaction to Amazon coming in, and of course Amazon Prime, which there are many millions of Americans that are subscribed to, where they pay $110 or thereabouts on a yearly basis, and they get this superior service in terms of delivery, and they pay nothing for delivery on a yearly basis for whatever they buy. So I think it's obviously direct competitor to that, but it gets us thinking about, well, where's retail placed? What's the future for retail? And unfortunately, I think it's going to be reasonably tough. And I think I extend the conversation around to, what do our kids do down the track if everything's going online? A lot of it's going to be automated. We know that Amazon will potentially use drones to deliver a lot of these goods. So I went to a session a few months ago where I saw Bernard Salt from KPMG spoke, and he's a demographer, and he looks at obviously what populations are doing, what are the trends, and obviously job growth, and what sectors are doing well and what's not doing well. So I thought I'd put this video together just to give us a bit of an insight, where our kids and our grandchildren might get some work in the future. So as you can see here on this graph, you can see on the right hand side that manufacturing, no surprise, has lost a substantial amount of workers in recent times. And just this week we saw Holden closing down their factories in Elizabeth, South Australia. So unfortunately we are utterly uncompetitive with some of the third world countries. Our wage structure and what we need to live is far higher than what people say in Thailand, where I believe Hiluxes have been made for many years. What the workers get paid there compared to here is obviously substantially cheaper. Agriculture, forestry and fishing. Agriculture, I can see what's happening there, that is a lot of the farms are getting substantially bigger. So the next door neighbours are buying out, they're getting efficiencies of scale, and the machines themselves are getting substantially bigger. And we've had GPS steering for a long time, so it won't be that far off that tractors and harvesters will be working by themselves remotely. So this is all ahead of us over the next 10 years. On the left hand side of the graph here, we can see that healthcare, social assistance is obviously been a huge beneficiary. So obviously nurses, doctors, people in aged care, providing services to the baby boomers has been a real boom. So I think it's well worth looking at. By all means, pause the video, look at some of the industries that are doing well, and that might be a good one to a good video to send to the grandkids or the kids in terms of their thinking of what they may do down the track. A bit of a guide to obviously the industries that are benefiting and where there are jobs growth, rather than focusing on areas that may not be growing so much, or even in negative territory. So that's it for this week. Thank you very much for listening. Give us a thumbs up if you like, and subscribe to the channel, that'd be great. As always, there's a few resources down below in the description, and leave a comment if you like. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you next week.